The first Harley-Davidson revolution was born when 4 guys put a motor in a frame and took off to see how far they could go. Then the custom revolution happened, and more people started chasing their freedom, hot on the throttle. 115 years later, a new wave of freedom is rolling into the world. 8 totally reinvented Softail models, each one with a custom attitude and a ride all its own. Milwaukee 8 V-twin power, lighter, stiffer frame, all new suspension, and a ride you have to feel to believe. Now more kinds of riders can ride in their own way. Welcome to the next custom revolution.
When we took this on, we knew it was a massive undertaking. It's the biggest launch in the history of the company. One of the primary ethoses that we follow is form follows function, but both report to emotion. You have to really look at every element of the motorcycle and execute it in a way that speaks to our ethos, which is authenticity, 115 years now of legacy.
It was exciting and a little scary, designing brand new product and bringing in the latest technology and the features, but we need to retain the lineage, the DNA, the styling cues, and keeping what makes a Harley a Harley.
We wanted to bake in the soul of a Harley-Davidson motorcycle, and we talked to customers around the world and kind of pick their brains about what they'd like to see from the next generation cruiser from Harley-Davidson. They want tradition, but they also want technology. They wanted to experience the best of both worlds, and that's what these motorcycles deliver.
There's 8 models in the lineup. Each model has a defined personality, if you will.
It's about fit and it's about attitude, and they each have their own unique feel, and it will be different for each customer. They'll find the bike that they'll fall in love with. These are game-changing motorcycles. Everything about these motorcycles is an improvement over what our current bikes are. People's minds are blown.
The Milwaukee 8 is our first 4-valve big twin powertrain. It is the best V-twin we've ever made.
We did some benchmark testing against our current twin cam high output 103. That Milwaukee 8 rider is going to be 3 bike lengths ahead of the twin cam rider from 0 to 60. From 60 to 80, you gain another bike length. It's a substantial difference in terms of acceleration and power.
So let's talk about the Softail frame. Our very first motorcycles were rigid, so the rear wheel was actually rigidly mounted to the frame. They had a really beautiful aesthetic. There's a line that goes from the front of the motorcycle all the way to the rear axle. With the Softail, we're trying to emulate that whole aesthetic. We're trying to make the motorcycle look like it's a rigid, but it actually does function amazingly well because there is suspension that's tucked under there now.
When they see them for the first time, they'll appreciate the style, but when they experience the goodness of a lightweight, awesome handling Softail chassis, I can't wait for people to ride them.
One of the things we've achieved, I think, is a perfect balance of the best of Softails and the best of Dynas. That classic hardtail look, that hidden suspension, right? But we've also brought in the best handling. We've married the look and the performance into one architecture that will serve all the customer needs. Most bikes have lost in the range of 30 pounds. The bikes feel lighter, they're easier to move around in your garage, more nimble, more flickable when you're on the road. These are the best cruiser bikes that Harley's ever built.
It's amazing, absolutely amazing, the work that's been done and what we've achieved, because the bikes are beautiful, they're executed just in such a premium way.
With Screaming Eagle, we really want to amplify the thrill you get from riding a Harley-Davidson. Some riders might want more passing power on the highway, they might want stoplight to freeway acceleration, they could just want to have lower RPM torque. We have the full gamut of the performance improvements.
We offer a comprehensive solution, seamless integration into the bike, quality, performance. Nobody can offer what we do.
Customers can have the confidence to ride their motorcycle every day, ride it on the street, not affect their warranty, and not affect any of the durability they would expect. You know you're going to get where you're going.
And we're still able to push that engine to even higher and higher limits.
We've really made a strong effort to group these upgrades into stages so that they're easy to understand and they're comprehensive.
You're going to feel excited, you're going to feel exhilarated.
You get on and it exceeds your expectations of how fast you think that thing's going to go.